may budget phone na pumasok dito sa ating channel. And yes, this is not a new phone. This is the Vivo Y21d and this is released last year, banda mga October or November. So this phone, hindi siya tinamaan ng price increase this year, 2026. And alamin natin in this video kung sulit nga ba bilhin itong phone na ito despite walang price increase. Alamin natin kung okay pa rin siya for this year. Tara, let's go! So itong Vivo Y21d, despite that this is being a budget phone, maganda naman ang presentation ng kanyang box. Malinis, magandang kanyang print, and these are the available colors na pwede mong magpilian. And nabili natin is the color purple. Magandang kanyang unboxing experience, unlike other phones at this price point. Hello Poco. So andito yung phone itself. We have a jelly case. We have yung warranty card niya. Meron din tayong quick start guide, charging cable, SIM ejector pin, and meron din siyang 44 watts na fast charging brick. This is a Vivo flash charge, which is for me, wow, dahil this is a budget phone, pero 44 watts ang na fast charging, guys. 44, take note. Hindi 15, hindi 18, hindi 33, but this is a 44 watts of fast charging, which is pretty amazing para sa budget phone. So enough na yung kwentuhan, andito na yung phone mismo. Wow, ganda na ng pagka-color purple, oh. Hindi siya mukhang mumurahin, itong phone na ito. Now, si Vivo Y21d, meron siyang dalawang variant. 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage with price at 6,999. And again, 6 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage with price at 8,999. More details on the description box below kung saan mo siya pwede mabili. Or you can simply just click the YouTube shopping link para meron-direct kayo e mabili nyo ng original, hindi scam from yung mga legit seller na i-recommend natin. Makakuha pa kayo ng mga discount vouchers if you click yung YouTube shopping link natin. Meron siya discount na 2,000, 2,200, or 2,500. It is a collaboration between YouTube and my channel para sa inyo. Now, one thing that I really like dito sa Y21d is despite this being a very budget-friendly phone, yung kanyang likod looks very nice. Hindi mo pagkakamalan, no, na sa around 6,999 to or even lower dahil ang ganda ng kanyang pagkagawa dito sa likod. Pag nailawan, no, mukha siya may magka-pearly-pearly effect ng kanyang purple, and maganda rin kanyang pagka-craft dito sa kanyang camera bump. Nauna akala ko this one is a ring light, pero apparently it's not. Andito kanyang LED flash. Well, naisana ko ni Vivo doon. Plastic back ang meron na dito, a matte finish. You also have a plastic frames and a glass finish. Ang sabi na this one is a ion strengthened na glass finish. I'm not quite sure kung anong klaseng protection ang meron dito. Though I'm assured that this is a IP68. IP68 doesn't water resistant, which is normally makita mo sa mga mid-ranger or yung mga flagship level phones. Military standard 810H, so well, alam mo na drop resistant din siya at a certain point. But of course, sinasabi ko sa inyo again and again and again, huwag nyong tangkain hulugin ang inyong mga smartphone dahil physical damage and water damage, boy, are you warranty. Now, one thing to dislike dito sa kanya is medyo makapal ang kanyang bezel, medyo makapal din ang kanyang baba. But of course, I ain't complaining, this is still a budget phone. Now, if you want the full complete specs of Vivo Y21d, ito na. Now, one of the things na tinitingnan ko on a budget phone is okay nga ba siya? Nagahang ba siya? Lalo ko na multitasking. Kamusta naman siya? Well, basically, if you're opening mga 3 or 4 apps sabay-sabay, okay naman siya. Hindi naman siya mag-slow down or nag-bubble down dahil alam naman natin yung limitation ng 4 gigs of RAM. Now, you go beyond mga 4, 5, 6 apps, expect mo talaga mag-slow down siya dahil hindi na kaya i-handle ng memory. But if you are opening mga 2, 3 apps, okay, wala kang may problema. Na ano nga mga ginawa ko dito sa phone na ito? Basic tasks like social media, PDF, pabukas sa mga PDF, mga Word document, and doing some simple light AI chat, walang problema naman dito sa phone na ito. You can even play some light games on this phone. And siguro kung tatanungin mo ako kung anong processor nito, this one is being powered by the Unisoc na T7225. Now, itong chip na ito, I know it's more of a budget-friendly na chip. So, just to set your expectation, hindi siya for heavy gaming. And pag sinala mo naman sa Antutu benchmark, makakuha ka ng 421,000 points, which is for me, andun lang yung expectation natin. Kung gusto mo makita mga ibang benchmark na ginawa ko dito sa phone na ito, share ko muna sa inyo. Now, one of the things na tinitingnan ng karamihan ng mga buyers is yung kanyang battery capacity. Now, this one, being a budget smartphone, 6,500 mAh ang kanyang battery. And take note, it's a silicon carbon na battery. Normally, mga budget phone, makita mo mga lithium-ion na battery. Mga, well, older generation na battery. But not on this one. Lagyan na dito is a Blue Bolt na silicon carbon battery which can last you longer. And of course, despite it having a bigger capacity, hindi siya masyado nag-a-add ng weight ito sa inyong smartphone. And mind you guys, this one is just weighing at around 209 grams. And ang kanyang charging speed can go as high as 44 watts. Meron din siya reverse wired charging. So meaning you can use this as a emergency na power bank to power up your other devices in case na kinakailangan. Now, kamusta naman kanyang battery performance? On day-to-day usage, I would say na okay ang kanyang battery performance. Kaya na mag-endure ng roughly 2 days. Sabihin natin you're using it normally as your daily driver. Walang problema tong device na ito dahil makuna naman kanyang battery. And nung sinalang ko naman sa PC Mart battery stress test para makita lang kung gaano katagal ang kanyang screen on time na kaibigay sa atin. 23 hours ang kanyang screen on time, which is for me quite solid para sa isang budget phone. Nung unang labas ito phone nito, nasa Android version 15 siya and running FunCatch OS 15. But today, ito phone nito right now is running Origin OS 6 inside Android version 16. So, despite this being a budget-friendly phone, nakakakuha naman siya ng mga major Android updates. And I think if tama narinig ko kay Vivo, this one gets 2 years na major Android update. Despite being a budget smartphone, pwede na. Now, pagdating ng display, this one has a 6.68-inch na IPS LCD. Meron sa 90Hz of screen refresh rate, and this one can only display up to 720p if you're watching your favorite videos. Now, kamusta naman ang aking experience dito sa phone nito? On day-to-day usage, if you're simply using it sa social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, wala ka namang may problema dito. Swiping, browsing, okay naman, basta maganda yung internet connection, mabilis naman mag-load yung mga shorts and reels. And by the way, 4G lang to phone nito, di pa siya 5G, just to set your expectation. And it can support 2 nano SIM card inside plus isang SD card na expansion. Ako, if you're watching naman mga shows like sa YouTube, expect mo that you'll be getting a 720p na resolution. But I would say na 720p is still good, not bad. I was able to watch several videos naman dito on this phone. Okay naman siya. Wala namang naging problema. Just don't expect it to be as good as a AMOLED display. Medyo ilugar lang natin siya ng tama kasi budget phone nga ito. Na itong phone na ito, despite being a budget phone, meron siyang dual stereo speakers. To my surprise, I was expecting na this one, isa lang kanyang speaker dito sa ilalim, pero meron sounds lumalabas dito sa kanyang earpiece. And funny enough, kaya pa niya mag-kick up to 400% ng kanyang normal volume. Guys, tingnan nyo. So try lang natin magpatugtog. Now, despite this being a budget phone, medyo na-surpass yung average ko para sa isang smartphone. More of, I would say, na pang mid-range yung kanyang sound, despite this being a budget phone. So, sound testing, okay. Now, tinry ko rin naman mag-games dito on this phone. Yung mga hindi graphical intense na games like Call of Duty Mobile and si Mobile Legend. Now, pagdating kay Call of Duty Mobile, okay naman ang aking gameplay dito. Now, there are times na mafe-feel mo talaga may lags, may frame drops, hindi mo talaga may iwasan dahil sinet ko siya sa low graphics and high frame rate. Now, probably if you want it to be a little bit better, babaan mo kundi ka na frame rates, might be better. Pero nilagay ko naman siya sa boost mode and nilagay ko siya sa frame rate priority. Though medyo nag-suffer konti ang aking gameplay dahil medyo hindi kinayanan. Of course, you know that this is a Unisoc T7225. So, medyo ilugar lang natin sa tamang ating expectation. Gameplay is okay, kaya naman maglaro. Just don't expect too much. And umabot ako ng 38 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. Na pagdating sa ML, okay din naman ang aking gameplay. Mas lesser ang frame drops ko dito sa game na ito. And honestly, mag-enjoy ka naman dito sa ML kasi hindi naman masyado graphical intense si ML. So there are times na medyo may konting lags. I'm not quite sure kung dahil sa internet connection natin or medyo nasa-slow down tong phone na ito. But nevertheless, I was able to get the win. And umabot ako ng 39 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. Now, quickly, pag-usapan lang natin kanyang camera. This one has a 50MP na main camera sensor, meron sa auxiliary lens, can shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. And yung kanyang harap is a basic 5MP which can also shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. Now guys, tingnan muna natin some of the photos na na-capture natin dito sa vivo y21d. And taking a look at some of the greens outdoor, masasabi ko siya more of the natural tone ng attack niya dito sa kanya. Ang problem ko lang naman dito sa kanya is that there are sometimes na medyo hirap siya mag-focus ng konti. And there are times na hit and miss. Now, if you take a look at some of the photos on indoor na mga subject shot na kinuha ko, no, it seems to me it's a little bit better, no, compared sa outdoor shot. And some of the food shots na na-capture ko dito, mukhang not so bad, no? So, I would say na at least alam mo lang hanggang saan kaya mag-perform itong kanyang camera. Now, taking a look at some of the selfie shots, so masasabi ko sa inyo, no, na medyo disappointed ako. Pero of course, given na its price point, nilulugar ko naman siya sa tama. So, in short, hindi naman siya ganun kaganda, pero pwede na. Pero pagdating sa indoor, doon mo mapapansin na medyo nagmumukha kang mumu kasi medyo wala naka-details sa iyong mukha. Pero makita naman, that's your face pa rin. Now, here's a quick video from the front-facing camera. And shooting at 1080p and 30fps. Itong resolution you'll be getting from its front-facing camera. And honestly, resolution is just okay. So. Pag medyo magandang ilaw, better resolution. And here's a video from the rear camera. Ang camera ng vivo y21d. Also shooting at 1080p and 30fps. Okay lang, medyo matagtang nga lang siya. Pero don't expect too much dahil it's a very budget-friendly na smartphone. Now guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa vivo y21d? Honestly, this phone, pagdating sa kanyang itsura, it looks quite okay. Hindi mo siya pagkakamalan na nasa around 6,000 pesos na phone. It looks like more of yung mga mid-ranger na phone ang kanyang itsura. Not bad. I would say na pretty solid naman ang kanyang itsura overall. Now, para kanino nga ba tong phone na ito? If you're somebody na gustong matagal ang iyong battery, mabilis mag-charge, malaki yung screen, I think ito si vivo y21d is still okay kasi hindi siya datamaan ng price increase itong 2026 dahil this one was released last year, so hindi pa siya natatama ng increase. Now, probably you might even get it a little bit lower if you use yung mga vouchers na pinopost natin dyan sa ating YouTube shopping link. Now, of course, kung gusto nyo malaman sa mabibili to, I'll pop it everything on the description box below or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link. And of course, ina-encourage ko to like, subscribe dito sa ating channel so you don't miss out yung mga magagandang review just like this one here sa ating channel. So, paano yan, guys? Hanggang dito muna ako and I'll see you on my next review. Peace out! And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.